The digestive system process begins with the chewing of food in the oral cavity. In the mouth, there are salivary glands where saliva is released and secretes salivary amylase, which hydrolyzes starch and glycogen. The main products are shorter polysaccharides. After the tongue has manipulated the food, a bolus is formed. The bolus is pushed down the oral cavity and into the pharynx. When we swallow the bolus, the top of the windpipe moves up so that the glottis is blocked by the epiglottis. This mechanism guides the bolus into the entrance of the esophagus. The esophagus conducts the food down from the pharynx and into the stomach through peristalsis. The stomach stores food and secretes a digestive fluid called gastric juice, which is made up of hydrochloric acid and pepsin. It mixes with the food by the churning action of the smooth muscles in the stomach wall. The hydrochloric acid breaks up large food items into smaller pieces, and the pepsin begins the hydrolysis of proteins. Pepsin is first secreted in an inactive form by chief cells in the gastric pits. Then parietal cells secrete hydrochloric acid, which converts pepsinogen to active pepsin by exposing its active site. As a result of the mixing and enzyme action, the recently swallowed food now has become a nutrient-rich broth known as acid chyme. Then the food leaves the stomach and enters the small intestine through the pyloric sphincter. Next, we go to the small intestine, which is the site of the most digestion and absorption of food. It is more than 6 meters long in humans, and the first 25 centimeters is called the duodenum. Acid chyme from the stomach mixes with digestive juices from the pancreas, liver, gallbladder, and glands of the intestinal cell wall here. In the small intestine, carbohydrates are broken down from polypeptides into small monomers, and protein digestion that began in the stomach continues here. After this, the macromolecules are now completely hydrolyzed, and we move to the third and final part of the small intestine, where water and nutrients are absorbed. It has a large surface area due to the presence of villi, which are large circular folds in the lining, and microvilli, which increase the surface area and rate of absorption. We then move on to the large intestine, or the colon. It includes the cecum and the appendix. The main function of it is to recover water that has entered the alimentary canal. The waste of the digestive tract feces become more solid as they move along the colon through peristalsis. The final part of the colon is called the rectum, where feces is stored until it can be eliminated, and then the anus, where solid waste exits the body.